I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you're trying to go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, I'm down to win.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach.
Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Tonight, we're on to week 2 in the NFL season as we've got a good one here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Going up top, and that is incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Ellington now to return it. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. On play action, they'll throw. And he rifles one incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 31-yard line. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The free safety, Trey Boston, there to knock it away. 4th-round guy, and many thought that's about where he would go. But I think he's got some upside, right?
He can come right in and be what they call a core special teams player, play on all 4 phases of it, and have a chance to work his way into the lineup.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack.
Is there anything Luke Kuechly can't do on the field?
Doesn't seem to be the case.
I mean, we just saw the sack there, right? We know he's terrific in pass coverage, but what I like is his intelligence, the way he gets a defense set, and he actually audible defenses when he sees what the offense is presenting and get them into something else and get them into a better spot.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he finds Howard complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. The numbers for Howard a week ago: 3 catches, 72 yards.
And what we just saw there was exactly what they need against this defense. Big plays. They were able to pick up the first.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Brian Burns in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, Barber. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Peyton Barber, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. His first career touchdown pass, and, you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass, and that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. A shotgun snap for Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen.
Holding offense.
Well, they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Here's Ellington. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control. Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
That is caught. It's Perriman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 24 yards.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. The Panthers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, here's Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Newton and Olsen here with a connection. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down. Now Newton on 1st down. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now the Bucks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw again on second down. Newton. Open man is Samuel. Complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, but it'll be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Newton to throw. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That last catch winds up costing him 3, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd and 13. Now it's Newton. And they got the hook up. This is Olsen. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. They'll go again from the 3 here on second. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Bucks with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
So here are the Bucks to take over on offense. Last week, they got the victory against the San Francisco 49ers. They've got the lead in this one as well right now. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Andre Ellington, his first carry. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Back to throw here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation...
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Newton now to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. To throw is Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. 2nd and 10. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now back to throw, and that's knocked away and incomplete.
There was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no, they went to him on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, all 3 incomplete. Now they're going to try this again. It's another fake, but he will not make the 1st down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Newton. Now he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener. Oh, this is blocked. The Bucs pick it up, but he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. And before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spend a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the... That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Gay is on for the point after. And that one makes this a 19-point game. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, a long touchdown pass into the end zone. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken near the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. To throw on 2nd and 6, Newton, and this is going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Newton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, in the 4th quarter here, you've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Christian McCaffrey, last year's catch leader among running backs, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He can run for it, and he will. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st down, it's Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. The Panthers on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
He may try and run for this. He's got the 1st down inside the 10, and finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Rolling to his left. And he will score. Cam Newton, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, come on now. Yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And he whips that one incomplete there. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important. Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll try and run here with Barber. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And break, the tight end's got it. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Running with Barber out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is incomplete. The tight end Cameron Brate was the target. And it's 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Once again, it's Barber. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
To throw, Winston. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Panthers will get the football back. On 1st and 10, Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Derek Kindred there to get a hand on that one. And once again, they'll go from the 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off near the 42. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for the Buccaneers, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get a few.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm finally fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another sale. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I step like I'm Eno. Think I'm part Italian. Blame it on Gino. Snowflake the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by they sell.
That's why you treat women good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And a fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another sale. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it.
Select the team you want to join.
I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day.
Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change role.
Cause my bros on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this rhymes, I make a joke, everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another sale. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas, I will not crash.
Coach, the baseball regular season is wrapping up across the parking lot, but football season in full swing now at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Yellow! There's a little lady!
On play action, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. When plays break down, that's normally when Mahomes is at his best throwing the football, but as we saw, he can run it too. Last year, 60 carries, 272 yards, great elusiveness and speed, and the Chiefs. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas, and the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Let's get this all day.
Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
That's it, baby.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 18. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He gets this one to Bruce Ellington. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now a man who really came on late last year. It's Damian Williams. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 45 on 2nd down, Mahomes. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 35. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your...
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. In for the score, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open. Became an easy touchdown pass.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Rashad Breeland there defensively and able to knock that one down to the ground. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson steps away. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone.
Let's go.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Sliding out of the pocket. His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Mahomes going to throw, forced out to his left. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a 1st down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Mahomes rolling to his right. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flush to his right. Shrugs him off. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 12-yard line.
On 3rd down, he obviously wants to throw the football, but there's nowhere to go with it, so he takes off and goes. And nowadays, to get to the 1st down marker, he blows right past it and picks up big yardage. Partner.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And an alley to run. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a 1st down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the 2nd level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. All that, and it only nets him a yard. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Ingram. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now Jackson. And he's got Snead. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson now. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again. Jackson. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. They go screen. This is Ingram. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. throwing again on second down. Jackson, and his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, and it'll bring up third down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away. Coverage was great everywhere that time. He tried to get it to his outlet, tried to get it to his running back, but sailed it a little bit too high and actually left his body open for a big hit.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the third time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and excited
rare.
is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the tuck and run. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get through. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game. Yet, they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. On 2nd and 9, Jackson will try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. That, folks, is a 94-yard Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And here it's just a simple question of whether or not the ball broke the play. Well, I said it's simple. It's not.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
40 yellow. Check 41. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. And the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action. Now Mahomes escaping the pressure right. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to keep it here. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. It's a safety blitz and a sack for Earl Thomas. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. Sliding out of the pocket. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Offensively, pretty effective option play there for the score.
Certainly was, and it appeared to me that the defense overshifted and overplayed the trail back, the pitch man, and almost forgot about the quarterback. In fact, they did forget about the quarterback, and he turned it into a touchdown.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right, and he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. Sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
A big play there on the catch and run, and even 60 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Dancing to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about getting yardage. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got to start figuring out what these blocking schemes are and finding ways to defeat them.
No problem there on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. We're back now in KC. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. Job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first picked up the first down. To him there. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Ingram again. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He gets them a little over half of what they need, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. That's complete right around the 8. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Throwing is Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. They go play action here on 1st down. And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Jackson on 1st down. stepping up. He's going to keep it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. To throw again on second down. Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to the QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. And his kick is no good. And just barely missing it wide to the right. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone will pop free. Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll buy some time right. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? And look at this. Another fake. And this is caught. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw it here on the move to his left. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. To throw is Mahomes. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now here's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one. Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right? Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Mahomes. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet? Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there. Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances. A 10-play drive that time. And in the end, it was all capped off by the Damian Williams touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Yellow.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the Chiefs, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they suffered defeat for the first.
Ball, mains. All I ever do is ball, main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched, and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum, all.